and 10 boards to help the LA Riot get to 2-2. Coming up, it's the Boston Ball Hogs and the Chicago Triplets in Game 4 of Week 4. In the big, and LA with a win gets 2-2, and the Houston Rig Hands get their first win of the season for the Triplets, but they'll have their hands full with the Ball Hogs today as we are ready to get underway here at the Galen Center. Game 4 of 4. We've had 3 exciting finishes so far today, and we get to see 2 players who really hit their stride last week in Pargo and Harrell, Chris.
And I'm looking forward to seeing the match. I believe Stevens will probably spend the bulk of his time on Montrezl Harrell, so I'm looking forward to that matchup, and also, you know, Pargo. But listen, the way I'm looking at, hold on here, I see Montrezl starting off on the bench. Montrezl giving a signal right now that he's not playing.
So that's a development to watch. We saw him warming up.
Yeah, I don't know if that means he's not playing or he's not starting right now. So we'll have to get some more, see if O'Shea can get some info on that.
So a little lineup adjustment for Dr. J. As Harrell starts the game on the bench, they'll go with Barbosa, Moss, and Amir Johnson. And I wonder if this is just a matchup thing, as early substitution, Garland Green in for Quincy Miller.
That's definitely because they expected Montrezl to start, so that's why they're coming with that early substitution right there.
The Brazilian blur, Leandro Barbosa, getting free to open the score. So we'll see how long before we see Montrezl out, if we see him. But interesting lineup choice to start with Julius Erving. Pargo. Not this time, and Barbosa will clear it. Into Amir Johnson with Pargo on him. Lost his balance. Had the mismatch that they wanted, but not able to stay on his feet in the shot clock violation as Barbosa wasn't aware.
Yeah. Yep, that's what Pargo does. He pulls the
chair out.
Yep. That's what you do with those big guys. The big guys are looking for contact. If they don't get it, they fall down.
Barbosa able to smack that away from Pargo, but a foul. Great start through 3 games. Harrell up off the bench, but still not in the game.
Yeah, I know O'Shea Jackson over there. I know he's working.
O'Shea, what do you have on these? So we saw him in warm-ups, and it looked like he was okay, but apparently something happened in warm-ups where it's a 4-point lead for Chicago.
But the one thing that Chicago can hang their head on is that they start off 2-0 without Montrezl Harrell, so they know how to play without him. But definitely being a late scratch like that from a talent like that, that's a tough blow.
Ran things through Amir Johnson the first couple of weeks, and so that may be the game plan again as he got Pargo down in the paint. And
we have in this league.
But you might have to stack them on top of each other to deal with Amir Johnson as Moss tries to give us an early highlight. And there's Pargo, rims out. Strong rebound for Stevens. Gets the roll and getting the bucket to fall there as you see the block from Garland Green to keep Moss.
Respectful.
Last week he said, hey man, you're not giving me anything. He's like, I don't play dirty, why can't I get a call?
Well, let me tell you that. Addressing.
Green thought about it. Floater no good, stays with it, and cleans up his own shot. Rig Hands last year, most improved player in the Big 3 2 years ago.
Uh-oh.
There's Brandon Moss. Oh! And when Brandon Moss gets liftoff, it's fun to watch.
He hopped on that trampoline. His little bump, he lost his balance.
But look at it, that quick first step. And Green holding on for dear life there for 2 points. No good, but he's able to get the rebound himself. Wesley Johnson again. And Pargo will clear it for Boston. Pargo going one-on-one with Moss. Wesley Johnson to Moss. Sizing up the defense. And Johnson getting tangled up there with Quincy Miller.
Yeah, it's getting physical out there, Stan.
Here's another look at it.
Okay. Holding from both of them.
And then Johnson with a bit of an arm bar on Miller. And Miller will take the shot. No good.
Yeah, Chicago will give him that right now. He has to prove they can make a few first.
Both teams trying to find some offensive rhythm here in this first half. Moss sizing it up to Johnson in the corner. He's had that shot a few times, but not able to connect on that one.
Uh-oh, Parker, you can clear out for this. This is what you want. Woo.
Pargo's got Johnson on skates. Goes to the fall away, no good, and Moss with the rebound.
Amir Johnson, great defense. You got him to take a fadeaway, one-legged jump shot.
Moss had a foot on the line. That was a 2.
Underneath his game jersey. I guess he's trying to look bigger than what he is.
Maybe a little chilly in here for Brandon Moss. Can't get the feed from Johnson, and Johnson was my bad. 3 on Boston already, 4 on Chicago. Something to watch, as the bonus can affect games when teams go over the limit. Stevens. No good. Pargo clears it out to Nixon. Got a shot if he wants it. Can't connect. Pargo with a look. No good. Here's Stevens again. On Johnson. Bank shot, no good. So neither team able to hit here early in this matchup.
I don't think this is going to be a pretty game. This is pretty big oriented, so it looks like it's going to be a slugfest.
This is on Esther basketball right now. Pargo and a timeout. Gary Payton wants to talk about it. Elegance and grace.
Oh, man.
From the way he played the game to just his whole demeanor.
Hey, he's the original Swaggy P.
Back to live action. Pargo had to throw it up to beat the clock. And Boston gets it right back. Pargo again. And nothing falling for either team. And that ball out of bounds looked like it was off Moss, and so Boston gets rebounds, and then they can't hit shots.
Yeah, that's true too.
Let's go back to O'Shea.
Boy, if y'all don't take the lid off this basket, all right, I'm getting tired, and I'm just sitting here watching.
Oh, man.
It's a very big oriented game.
He's falling asleep over there. We got to get something going.
Good inside bucket from Pargo, and then a steal. And Pargo open. Can take his time and gets the roll.
It does.
So let's see if the Triplets can get back to Amir Johnson and what he did in the first 2 games for his team. When Montrezl Harrell was out, he carried the load and was a big factor offensively, but so far not in this game. If he can knock this one down. And he does. So 2-point game now. And Green comes out firing and connecting. Back to a 4-point. Wesley Johnson for 3. That's no good, and Boston with a rebound in the clear with Green. And he'll work against Moss. Green, mid-range. No good, but what a tip in with that 7'3" wingspan. Able to get to that one. And the Ball Hogs with a 6-point lead. That timeout from Gary Payton seemed to get him going. 9-2 run for Boston. So the Nets said, I tell you what, we'll trade you Dr. J's contract and he can join the Knicks and we'll call it even. And the Knicks said no.
Wow.
And that's why it took them until this year to win another championship. Because they had a chance to get the doctor and passed on it in 1976.
The curse of the doctor. I love it. I didn't know that, Tim.
Barbosa with a bucket there for the Triplets. 1-point game now. Stevens. Hard working bucket, but it can't fall.
To be available next week in Chicago, being that they're the home team. So that is his plan.
We saw the LA Riot get the job done earlier without Dwight Howard. Ball got stuck on the rim, so it'll be Boston ball.
We haven't had a 4-pointer yet.
Have not. Pargo had 3 in a row on successive possessions last week. But he'll take the drop. And Julius Irving's going to bring the fire. So here we go. It'll be Pargo against Barbosa. If Pargo's able to score, count the bucket. Barbosa gets the stop. No score, no foul. So here we go. Defense has had a decided advantage across the Big Three in bringing the fire so far this season. Pargo, got it. Count the bucket. So Jeremy Pargo lighting it up.
Pargo created so much space for himself, gained so much ground off of that spin, then the contact by Barbosa resulted in the and one.
Like you mentioned, so the Ball Hogs with a 3-point lead right now, and Barbosa with 3 fouls, so he has to sit. Amir Johnson got the roll.
Yeah, Chicago's have to muck this game up. They got to. you have a point there, Stan. You have a point.
Amir Johnson completes the 3-point play, and we got a tie ball game again at 17 apiece. First team to 25 takes us to halftime, and we may get there before dark.
Let's see if Nick's have anything to say about that. No. Yeah.
Aggressive defense as well, as indicated by the fouls.
Yeah.
And just the difficulty in getting shots to go.
Yeah.
But there's
the game, you know that guys are missing a ton of shots, so go get it on the offensive glass. You know, for the most part, the way this game is going.
6 for Stevens, and he got caught sleeping there. And Amir Johnson able to get inside and score.
Just slipped it right there.
That's 5 for Johnson. Again, with no Montrezl Harrell, we'll see how much they look to go to Johnson to get them going offensively. Strong rebound from Wesley Johnson.
There you go, shoot that.
Moss, 4 to shoot. He'll take it. And no one at home underneath on the offensive glass. Pargo reversing it.
Said, used his body, went into Moss.
And Moss is 6'8" with some range.
But reverse layup.
Pargo using the other side of the glass to get there. And now Moss working on Pargo, but he does not get the roll.
Yeah.
And Pargo with the clear.
Pargo's not an easy match. He may be 6'2", but he's a tough figure.
And Johnson with the foul on Stevens. And Stevens unable to connect. So Johnson with the rebound.
They're going to need Johnson to step up and hit some corner threes.
So they clear it out, get Pargo out of there, so Amir Johnson has a clear route to the bucket, but no dice.
Wes Johnson is the only true perimeter outside threat.
And Pargo starting to heat up. And the Ball Hogs 2 points away from sending us to halftime. Good feed inside to Johnson.
Again.
Didn't know if he had enough room, but he was able to contort his body. And Amir Johnson with the last 7 for Chicago. Pargo working the baseline. Stevens inside, nowhere to go. Had to throw it up on the glass.
They need West to hit that.
And he does not. Good box out by Stevens to keep Johnson off the glass. And Pargo wants it cleared out. Got a step on Johnson and leaves it for Stevens. And a foul. So that's 3 on Amir Johnson, but he has to stay on the court because they don't have anybody left with Harrell sitting this one out. Moss with the rebound. Trying to get it to Johnson. And a foul on Park at the line, 1 for 2, with both teams in the bonus now. And Johnson rattles it home. Struggling a bit. Pargo also with 3 fouls.
Yeah, that's crucial.
So he has to sit.
That's a flat shot.
But Johnson able to corral the rebound. Scott Green underneath, and Johnson's going to head to the line. So Gary Payton's going to trust Pargo or make it Green to deal with Amir Johnson. One-on-one, again, bucket and it counts for Johnson. And if Green can get the stop, no score, no foul.
Green is a physical player, but if I'm Amir, I'm trying to back him all the way. There he got it.
Green tried to grab him. Play, and it looks like fatigue's becoming a factor now.
Yeah, well, listen, he got what he wanted, got him up in the air, and he unfortunately smoked the layup. That would have sent us to half.
Green, top of the key. Got it. And the Ball Hogs will head into halftime.
We'll take whatever is Green in O'Shea's pocket right now if he feels that way about Green.
We're underway in the second half. Boston trying to extend this lead. Miller. A good Green got a look, but gave it back to Miller. Just beats the clock, but can't connect. So Barbosa, Johnson, and Moss to start the second half as Amir Johnson gets the bucket to go. And Boston going with Pargo, Miller, and Green.
Yeah, I think what Chicago is doing, they need some shooting out there. And Barbosa, he's the best shooter in this game as of right now. So you need that three-point threat right there to open the game up.
Green, clank, clank, and there's Barbosa with an open look.
Here it is.
Oh, and a body slam. That way.
Well, Stan, no, I do think he meant that way. This is Gary Payton we're talking about here. But yeah, again, they're lone big. This is their lone big with Chicago, so they have to, Amir, he's going to have to withstand the punishment because they're going to continue to go at him. But yeah, it's Chicago. That's why Chicago has to give him some relief and have other guys contribute offensively.
Again, no Montrezl Harrell for Chicago, having some knee issues. Tried to get it going in warm-ups, but decided he couldn't go as the Brazilian Blur makes the cut underneath. And Chicago takes the lead. 6 points for Barbosa so far. Pargo making moves. Quick move to the basket to get it up and over Johnson.
That was a nice ISO crossover right there. He had Barbosa going one way, and he went the other way. And from there on, all he had to do was finish over the outstretched arms and Amir Johnson.
Here's Barbosa trying to respond. Johnson. And Miller will get the foul. Another look at that move from Pargo.
Yeah.
And Johnson not able to get there on the rotation.
Yeah, he didn't have a shot. He was isolated so far where the help couldn't get over enough.
Quiet day so far for Brandon Moss. They're going to need some contributions for him if they're going to finish this off. As Pargo.
I believe that was a 4-point shot.
Trying to find the range. Again, hit 3 of them last week. Green, open lane.
Oh, nice deep. Go up.
And Moss able to take it away and put it away.
You said Moss is going to have to make a play. Now, he did it in an unconventional fashion. The defensive stop, got the strip, and then was able to go straight up with it. You need those easy buckets.
One of the rewards you get in the Big Three. You get a steal like that, you don't have to clear it. You can go straight up. And that's what Brandon Moss did.
They say defense leads to offense. Definitely did in that situation.
So substitutions now is Gary Payton rotating his bodies in and out with the triplets at a real disadvantage there, again, without Harrell.
That's it. Harrell's not here, but he's still engaged and going at the refs as he's playing. He's giving the refs an earful.
Green at the line. 1 for 2.
Montrezl is very much still engaged.
Can't get it. Johnson with the box out that allowed Barbosa to get the rebound. And then Green has to just go for the takedown on Amir Johnson. And look, Gary Payton made no secret. They're going at Johnson.
Yeah, he called it. He said it, Stan. I don't know why we didn't believe him. He said what he was going to do.
O'Shea, what do you got?
Man, I'm starting to ask for an investigation on Gary Payton. This is getting ridiculous. Poor Amir Johnson. He's in Los Angeles, the hometown hero, and he's getting abused down here. He needs some help, y'all.
Yeah, him and that hardwood have got very acquainted today.
Now Pargo with Johnson on him. Making him dance.
Hey.
Good job by Johnson, but Pargo in and out. Looked like he had the roll there, and then it just wouldn't go down. Maybe there is a lid. Barbosa for 3.
Wow.
And that'll be Boston ball.
Stan, let me tell you about this. Amir Johnson is in such phenomenal shape. He lost a lot of weight going into the season. So what he's being asked to do and the abuse he's being taken, I don't think he would have been able to endure that last season.
Pargo connects from long range to put the ball hogs up too. Yeah. Amir's going to lose a couple more pounds tonight. He's getting a cardio workout. Moss in rhythm. And he strokes it.
Okay.
So back and forth we go. Triplets up 1 now, 12 for Moss. Pargo back to work. And a foul before the pass to Stevens.
Stan, have you ever seen a player tell a ref, I agree with the call you made?
Very seldom.
Oh, okay.
Sometimes if the foul's called on a player who's in foul trouble, somebody else will raise his hand to try to say I did it to keep that other player out of foul trouble. But other than that, not really. Here's Nixon. Over for 3 and knocking it down.
Right. Now we're getting
Ray Nixon. 5 points for Nixon. And the lead is 2. Tight game all the way here. Barbosa, quick move. Didn't look like he had the space to get that up on the glass, but he did.
That's what he does. He puts his head down and he goes. He doesn't do many zigzags. He goes straight line direct to the basket.
And the game tied at 34 now. They call him the Brazilian Blur. NBA champion with the Warriors. Was an assistant with the Warriors and the Kings. As Pargo knocks down another 3.
This game is not ugly anymore, Stan.
No.
Come on now.
3-point Boston lead. Barbosa got caught in no man's land, tried to get it to Johnson, but couldn't. So it'll be Boston's ball under the basket. And looks like it's Pargo time right now for Boston. Oh! Stevens got free. Had a dunk, but the rim denied him.
Yeah. Rim did a good job tonight. That was a nice block by the rim.
I'm starting to think it might be the rim.
Hey, that rim is playing great defense out there.
Stevens,
great defense on both teams.
With that 7'3" wingspan, but he needed 7'4" there.
Oh, Stevens got rid of got rid of his hair wrap right there, so.
Might have been aerodynamically holding him down. And he clanks the free throw as well. So a break for Chicago there. Definitely. As Boston missed a dunk and a free throw. And the Blur going to work, but the shot is no good, and here comes Pargo again. Green. 3 more for Garland Green.
Johnson a rest, so he's going to start the game right now on the bench. But no, it's definitely in the favor of the Boston right now, because the last 5 or 6, the last 5 or 6 of the last field goals for Boston have been 3-pointers made. So we were clamoring for outside shots to be knocked down. Boston is doing that, and they just found the right time. Unfortunately, Chicago, I should say, is on the wrong end of that.
Foul on the play, side out for Chicago. They need buckets and stops. Barbosa, first step on Pargo, and he's able to get there.
Hey, and once he gets that first step over, you can't catch up. He's like you said, it's a blur from there.
So 4-point game now. Green That shot's been falling here in the second half, but not that time. Moss with the rebound out to Barbosa. Moss up top for the rebound and the stick back. And just like that, we got a 2-point game.
Yeah, gritty basket. They want to keep it close. Chicago want to get this game within distance, which they have. Allow Mir to keep getting his breath, getting his rhythm.
14 now for Moss. Here's a look at these last 2 buckets. Help the triplets draw a little closer. There's Barbosa with that first step you talked about.
Yeah, that's what he does right there. Again, gets that step over you. It's hard to maintain. And also just use his athleticism, reach over him without creating body contact to get the easy layup.
Moss with a working class bucket underneath. Pargo. Stayed up there forever, but didn't go down. And it comes our way. 2-point game here again, first to 50. And you have to win by 2 to close it out.
I'm telling you right now, Boston needs to get this game. Without Montrezl Harrell in there, this will be a wasted opportunity.
Every possession critical the rest of the way. Moss, one-on-one with Stevens. Crossover, ball fake, backboard, but no bucket. And Stevens will clear for Boston. Pargo with a screen from Stevens. Can't hit it. And here's Barbosa. One-on-one with Nixon. And they get it to Moss. Moss able to finish again underneath.
We have a tie game here.
So Chicago come all the way back to tie this at 40. Moss with the seal on Nixon. And then the bucket, 6-0 run for Chicago to tie it up at 40. Let's take a look at what Brandon Moss has been up to, Chris.
Man, he does a little bit of everything. He can hit the outside shot. He's going to crash offensive rebounds. He's going to hustle. He's going to play defense and make him playmaking as well. So, again, this game hasn't been pretty, but Moss is giving you a fighting chance with just being relentless with his effort today.
Montrezl Harrell tested his knee in warm-ups, decided that he couldn't go, and Boston looked like they were able to take advantage of it early in this second half, but Chicago has battled back with Moss and tied the game up at 40.
You have to remember, this Chicago team, they were in the finals last season in the Big 3. It was Chicago versus the Miami 305, so they have the championship pedigree within this team, so they believe they can win regardless who's in or who's out.
We saw Costa Koufos help the LA Riot get the job done with Dwight Howard out with a sore back. And now the triplets trying to do it without their main man. Montrezl Harrell spectacular last week in his first game of the season. Hit 9 of his first 10 shots, and triplets never looked back, but Boston takes a 2-point advantage here as Stevens gets free in the lane and gets the runner. So every possession critical now. It's 42-40.
Yeah, that's how you respond after on an ATO.
Moss back out to Barbosa. No good, and Moss with the seal on Pargo underneath, and a foul. That foul's going to be on Pargo. And so the next one will put Chicago in the bonus.
You see Moss is relentlessly crashing the offensive boards right there. You see Pargo, he was holding his right arm. So great call by the officials.
Moss on Pargo again. Lost control of it, got it back, and somehow got that up off the glass and in.
Man, that play right there just exemplifies this game. That was not a pretty move. He lost the ball, was able to regather and go up for the layup. Ultimately, he got the bucket.
18 for Brandon Moss. As Pargo returns the favor.
Now that was pretty. That was pretty.
And here we go. 21 for Pargo. Switched hands in midair. Got that to go. So 44-42 again. First to 50, win by 2. So potentially a 2-possession game for Boston, but it's Chicago with the ball right now. Barbosa back to Moss. Foul on the floor.
Ooh, offensive.
Offensive foul. They called it on Moss. And Mr. Official is going to have another chat with Mr. Moss.
Stan, I got to see that again. I didn't see an offensive foul. Nah.
Hooked him with the arm.
I don't think it was enough for that.
And so they're going to bring the fire. And this is a matchup that we've seen here down the stretch in this second half. Pargo and Moss both trying to take their teams to victory, and they'll go one-on-one. Again, to bring the fire rules, if Pargo is able to connect, count the basket. A stop for Moss, takes the foul off the board, and no points, obviously.
This is a good
Pargo
matchup.
fade away, but Moss, with that length, still able to get to it.
This is a good matchup. You have one of the best defenders we have in the Big Three against one of the best shot creators we have in Pargo. So
another look at it, Moss able to eat up that space with his length as Pargo went to the fadeaway. So it remains 44-42. And the Triplets with a chance to tie or take the lead here. Barbosa somehow got free and tied the game up at 44. So potential 2 possessions either way could decide this one. And Pargo will operate for Boston with Moss on him, able to shake free of Moss and get a good look as Johnson couldn't get there in time.
Yeah, he got really freed up off that screen. He had all the room in the world to maneuver, do whatever he wanted to do, and he chose to pull up, and that was the right decision.
Ball Hogs up 2. Chicago's turn to respond now. Barbosa gets the screen from Johnson. Shot no good, but rebound Barbosa. Out to Moss, who's got some space for a 3 and knocks it down. And the Triplets with a 3-point lead. That's 21 for Moss. Now make it a 1-point game. That's 21 for Moss.
Now Chicago can't trade baskets, but also remember, Pargo done 4-pointers that he loves in these opportunities
and
right
Moss
here.
fully aware of it and up on it, but now he's got Amir Johnson on him. And Pargo drives and kicks it. He'll take the 3, falling away, and knocks it down. Jeremy Pargo for the 2nd week in a row, taking charge here in the second half. And Brandon Moss coming over for a chat with us.
He's tired. He's tired. He's giving his all.
We got an extra chair if you need it. How about Jeremy Pargo?
That was tough.
Scored the last 7 points for Boston. Doing it with that quick first step off the dribble, showing the range. And then this shot here is ridiculous, Chris.
Nah, he's feeling it right now. When you have it going on, there's not a bad shot right now. And right here, he had Amir Johnson trailing him, and he felt comfortable shooting that baseline.
And he was able to tiptoe the sideline. He was right on the sideline when he got that shot off. And so now, Gary Payton and his team needs to play a little defense now. Brandon Moss stepping up with Montrezl Harrell out. He's got 21, but Pargo with 5 more.
Let's keep in mind it's going to be Chicago's ball coming.
Yeah.
I think Pargo might deliver.
So does Chicago try to end it here? They do with a 4-pointer from Barbosa. Can't get it to go, but gets the rebound and misses the layup. And Boston with a chance to end it. And they'll put it in Pargo's hands.
Remember I said you didn't want to give him another opportunity.
With Moss on him, Pargo for the win. No. And Barbosa with the rebound. Chicago down 2. And he has to throw it out. Throws it in. Throws it off Nixon. And so,
Stan, I'm all for playing the short game, getting the easy 2 or whatever, but the way Pargo has it going, I want to see that 4-point shot go up.
Again, you have to win by 2, so a 3 will not do it. Fans think it might be over, but it's not.
Nope.
Have to win by 2. So Boston will get another chance. Pargo to Stevens.
Uh-oh.
No!
All right, who has it?
Barbosa with the rebound.
They going to a mirror?
And they clear it out for him to go one-on-one with Pargo.
Oh, nice
Barbosa
pass.
inside to Johnson, who can't control it. And Stevens with the turnover and the bucket, or do we have a foul?
Stan, I thought there was a lot of contact there. But
let's take another look at it.
Let me see here. Amir's not complaining.
A lot of contact.
Yeah.
Johnson lost it. And Stevens right place, right time to put it in. So the Ball Hogs with a 1-point lead. But again, you have to win by 2. So
that was a good no call.
2-pointer here for Chicago. Will not get the job done. The 3 wins it though.
There we go.
And there it is. Body bag. Brandon Moss with the game winner. What a second half for Brandon Moss. 24 for the game for Moss.